Hi friends, welcome to Taming Python series. In this video, we're going to talk about filtering data frame rows with conditional statements. This is very important if you are doing some analysis with Python, Pandas data frames. If you don't know basics about Pandas data frame, I have given the link of Pandas data frame basics and many more in the playlist and the description of this video. So be sure to check out those if you don't know about Pandas data frames. Okay, so to demonstrate an example, I am taking a CSV file for this illustration. So that CSV file, I will place the link of it in the description of this video, and you can even see it in the post of this video. Okay, so the main concept is basically something like this. If you have a data frame called df, and if you want to only filter the rows in which, suppose if there is a column A, and if you want to know only the rows which have the column A value something greater than 20, so you have to write df of A greater than 20. That's all. So it's that simple. Let's get started with an example. I'll take a blank folder, and in that blank folder I'm placing that CSV file which I just mentioned. You can get it from the description of this video, and then I'm going to open this folder with VS Code. Okay, and now I'll create a new file, and I'm going to name it index.py. Okay, and first I'll import pandas as PD. All right, now I'll create a data frame. So I'll create a data frame called df, and I'll let df equal to pd dot data frame, and here I'm going to give some data for illustration purposes. So first I'll let 1 2 3, and then I'm going to write the second row, which is 3 4 5, and I'm going to write the third row, which is 6 7 8, and I'll write the column names as columns equal to A, and then B, and then C. So this is my data frame. So my data frame is initialized with an array of arrays, list of lists. So I will create a video on how to initialize a data frame from a list of lists, so you can refer that. It will be in the description anyways. And so now I have created a data frame with these three lists as rows and these as columns. So let's try to print out how this data frame looks like. So I'm going to print this data frame using the print statement, and I'm running this. Now you can see my data frame is basically a simple data frame where I have three columns A, B, C, and I've got three rows because I've instead initialized with three lists in a single list. So that's how my data frame looks like now. So now let's go to filtering then. So I'll just write df2. I'll just create a new data frame, and I'll create it from df, and inside square brackets I'm going to mention my conditional statement now. So suppose if I want to filter the rows where column A has values less than suppose 5. So if I want to write df of A less than 5. So what this means is that I am filtering the data frame df, and I'm telling the conditional statement that the column A of df should be less than 5. So now what happens is that pandas will filter the rows from this data frame where this condition is satisfied. If this condition is not satisfied, it will not be filtered. So I have created a data frame called df2, and let's see how it looks like. Print df2. I will comment out this one. So now, oh, it was df2, right? Okay. So now let me try to run this and see how it looks like. You can see I got only two rows because my condition was actually in the original data frame there were three rows, and the value of that A column in third row was 6. But what I said in my condition was df of A less than 5. That means the element in the A column should be less than 5, but in the third row it was 6, so it is not qualified, and hence it did not make it to the final data frame, which filtered data frame, which is df2. So this way I very simply filtered a data frame based on a conditional statement. Okay, and let me try to do multiple conditions. So suppose this is one condition, df of A less than 5, and I will write one more condition here. I'll just write, and I'll give AND condition, so it's just and I'll write df of this time I'll just try to reject this second column, so I mean second row. So I'll say df of C should be less than 5. So df of C should be less than 5. So this time what I'm telling is that df of A should be less than 5 and df of C should also be less than 5. So you can see what rows will qualify. The first row will qualify because df of a and c are less than 5. Second row will not qualify because df of c is not less than 5. And third row will not qualify because df of a and c both are not less than 5. So let me try to run this. Now you can see I've got only one row because I am giving a multiple conditions and I'm keeping an AND row and AND gate. That means I'm telling that these two conditions should be satisfied. So this is satisfied only in the first row. That's why I've got only the first row. So this way I can filter data frame using conditional statements, one or multiple. So this AND symbol specifies that these two conditions should be satisfied. And if you write this OR, that means it will say that any one of the condition can be satisfied. So let me try to run this again. Now I have given the OR statement. This is the OR symbol. So that means any one of the condition is okay. So the first row satisfies 1, 2, 3 satisfies both the conditions because d of a and d of c both are less than 5. But the second column satisfies only one condition. Only d of a is less than 5, but d of c is not less than 5. But okay, it was an OR condition, not like the AND condition in the previous case. So second row also qualified. Third row does not qualify both the conditions because df of a is 6 and it's not less than 5, and df of c is 8, it is also not less than 5. Both conditions are not satisfied. That's why the third row did not make into the result of a result variable df2. That's why you got only 2 rows in the data frame. So this is how you can use and or conditional statements for filtering a data frame. This is a very simple concept, but it is truly powerful concept in pandas data frames because you can easily filter out data frames. Okay, so this was how to do conditional statements in pandas data frames. So let us see how it works actually. I'll just remove all of this and I'll just take df of a less than 5. So this qualifies data frame df with column a less than 5. Let me try to just only print the condition. So this statement, what is this statement? Let's try to see. I'll just write x equal to. So let me try to print it. You can see x is a series that creates the qualifiers for the rows. You can see if I write df of a less than 5, what pandas is doing is that it is calculating whether each row is qualified for the filter or not. That's why if you write df of a less than 5, it is trying to calculate if first row is qualified. You can see df of a is 1, which is less than 5. That's why it's qualified, it gave true. For the second row, if you write df of a less than 5, it's qualified. That's why pandas has calculated it as true. In the third row, df of a is 6 and it's not qualified. That's why pandas has made the qualifier as false. That means if you write something like df2 equal to df of, and here you write df of a less than 5, what you're basically passing is just a series of trues and false. That's all. So what this qualifier is actually emitting is the row selectors. So why am I telling you this? So if I just write an array which just specifies the qualifiers, you can technically filter rows using just trues and false. So let me try to write true and false here. So the number of rows in this data frame are 3, and if I give these 3 trues and false, then I can filter this data frame based on trues and false. So let me try to print df2 here. So what I did was, for filtering this data frame, what I did was I passed a list of trues and false as selectors for rows. So let me try to run this. I'll just run this. You can see I've only qualified the first 2 rows because I have gave only first 2 items as true. If I write false, true and false, and I'll just run this. This time I'll get only the second row, 3, 4, 5. You can see only 3. What data frame filtering using conditional statements is doing at the back end is just creating a list of false and trues. That's all. So this was how data frame filtering works behind the scenes. Let me try to explain you the scenario of the multiple conditional statements also. So if I write df of a less than 5 and I store it in a variable called x and I print it for you, and if I run this, you can see I've got true and false statements. And if I write y equal to df of c less than 5 and I print y, you can see it's also a list of trues and false. So when you do x and y, what you're doing is just Boolean operations. That's all. So if I write z equal to x and y and I qualify data frame based upon this z series, this is how I get the df2, the filtered data frame. So what's happening in the backend for multiple conditional statements is basically just boolean and or and all these boolean operations. So this is why you don't give this and conditional operator or this and conditional operator for pandas data frame filtering. You just give this boolean operators, because what this df of a less than 5 or these conditional statements emit is just a list of trues and false, and while you're doing multiple conditional statements, you're just adding up them, or else you're doing bitwise operations on those lists. So this is how multiple column filtering works at the back end. Now let's get to our example. Here, in order to demonstrate what goes behind the scenes, I have taken a simple data frame. Now let's try to demonstrate this for some complex data frame. So the first thing is I have imported pandas as PD, and now I'll import data frame from a CSV files, pandas pd dot read CSV, and I'm reading the file. In this folder, the file name is gen_schedules.csv. So I'll write gen_schedules.csv. So let me try to print df. I'll just run it. So this is my data frame. You can see I've got a data frame with some 100 rows and 41 columns. So if I want to write a condition, so in this example I've given a condition like df of CGPL greater than 2200. That means if I want to filter out the rows where the column name called CGPL has value greater than 2200, how can I do that? It's the same way I did in the previous example. Df2 equal to df of, and inside you will write the condition df of the column name. It was CGPL in this case, and CGPL greater than 2200. So this was data frame 2, and here I'll write df2. I'm printing the df2 now instead of df. So let me see. Here I've got only 65 rows because the data frame has only 65 rows in which this column CGPL is above 2200. And now I've given another example where another column called KSTP7 should be less than 450. So let me try to compute it again. So here I'll write one more condition. I'll just write and df of KSTP7 less than 450. So this is one more condition. So I'm trying to keep an AND gate. That means I'm doing an AND operation on both these true false lists. So that means what happens is that I want this condition to be satisfied and also this condition to be satisfied. So let me try to see how many rows will I get while doing this filtering. You can say I've got 10 rows. That means only 10 rows in this data frame have this column CGPL greater than 2200, this column KSTP7 less than 450. So you can see it's pretty simple using these conditional statements to filter data frames. And as I explained earlier in this video, it's just a list of trues and false which act as row qualifiers that will filter this data frame. One more use case while filtering data frames is null or not a number NaN values. So let me try to print this data frame and show you what I want to accomplish using none values. I'll just run this. You can see, at the last rows, the first column has NaN values. That means the Excel was empty, and NaN means not a number. So this time block column has some NaN values, and if you want to filter these NaN values, how can you do that? So it's pretty simple. I'll just write df2 equal to df of, and I'll write df of the name of the column was time block, right? So just copy this and I'll write time block, and here I'll write is NA. And that means what it is doing is it will create a list of true falses, and if the time block column is NA in that row, it will be true, but I don't want that. I want to filter out NA, so I will give a negation operator. This is a Boolean operator, by the way, and since it's just a list of truths and false, you have to give Boolean negation, and this is the symbol of Boolean negation in Python. So what I'm doing is I'm filtering out the rows which are NaN, and I'm giving a negation to that. That means I'm filtering out the rows which are not NaN. So the filter data frame should not contain these last 4 rows. So let us see what happens. So now I'm printing the df2 now. I'll run it. You can say I've got only 96 rows. The last 4 rows were deleted because I'm telling that it should not be any, it should not have null values or NaN values. So this is also a very important use case which you'll go through while doing data analysis using pandas data frame. And for filtering NA, you have to write this use an isNA function. You have to call this isNA on this data frame column. I've even given the example in this post. So you can see I've created a blog post on filtering data frame rows with conditional statements, and I've given examples so that you can practice upon. So be sure to check out this blog post in the description of this video. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.